Here's a problem number 6. Let's try to solve this equation. Now it's quadratic. We know how to solve quadratics. We get everything on one side and 0 on the other. We've got that. All the terms are on this side, and we've got 0 isolated on the right side. And then we're going to factor. So let's factor this side here. I think it's going to go like this. Don't forget to equal 0. So we're going to get x and x. And now look at this 36. I'm thinking 9 and 4 because I can get a 5 out of that. So 9 and 4. The 36 is negative. So I'm going to put that positive sign with the bigger of the two products. Now here's the inner product is 9x. That's bigger than the outer product, 4x. I'm going to put that plus 5, that plus sign right here. So I'm going to get plus 9 minus 4. And now I can read off the solutions. X is negative 9 and 4. Now number 7 here. Notice what we've got here is that this is already factored. The left side's already factored, so we just need to read off the solutions. So I'm just going to read these solutions off as, okay, from here, change the sign of the constant, divide by the coefficient, so we'll get x equals negative 10 over 3. And from this factor, change the sign of the constant, divide by the coefficient, and we'll get negative 4 over 5. There's our solutions. And if you just want to carry it one step further, what you could see is this. Using the zero factor property, 3x plus 10, that could be 0. Or this one here, that 5x plus 4 could be 0. And then solving here on the left one, right, solving this one, we'll subtract 10, divide by 3. So we'll get 3x is negative 10, divide by 3, we'll get x equals negative 10 thirds. But what do? We just actually, back up here, change the sign of the constant because we did the opposite, right? The opposite of addition, subtraction. And then we did the opposite. The opposite of multiplication is division. So the idea is just to change the sign of the constant, divide by the coefficient. And that's what I did over here. Change the sign of the constant, negative 4, divided by the coefficient. And here, number 8, this is a 6 over here. It's not a 0. If that was a 0, we could just read this off as negative 5 and negative 4, but it's a 6. So we cannot use the zero factor property yet. We're going to have to just multiply this out. So let's start there. Let's multiply it out. We'll get x squared plus 4x plus 5x plus 20 is 6. Right, I did it like this. X squared right there. 4x right here. 5x right here, 20 right here. Now I can combine these two, getting x squared plus 9x plus 20 is 6. And this is quadratic, right? It's quadratic. We've got a squared term, so we know how to solve them. Get everything on one side, 0 on the other. So I got all these terms on the left side. Let's get 0 over here. So I'm going to subtract 6. So the plan is to subtract that 6. So we're going to get x squared plus 9x. Now 20 minus 6 is 14 equals 0. We can factor. Don't forget to equal 0. We'll get x and x. Now for the 14, a 14 and a 1 can't get us a 9, but a 7 and a 2. 7 and a 2 will. So I'm going to use a 7 and a 2. And the 14 is positive, so both the 7 and the 2 will have that middle plus sign. So we'll put a plus here, a plus here. Now I can read off the solutions. X is negative 7, negative 2. There we go.